All right, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. If it's your first vision, welcome to Just Carve Rob. All right, so what are we doing? Well, we're not carving, we're painting. We got the Santa we got to paint. We got our keychain thing here, refrigerator magnet thing that we got to paint. So I figured I'd bring you all along and show you what I do, whether it's right or wrong. All right, so we got the Mod Podge, and on almost every painting I do, this is the beginning step. Yes, it is. Okay, we take a little of this Mod Podge, and we go ahead and we Mod Podge seal the wood. Remember not to leave it in big clumps anywhere, because if you leave it too thick, it will have a white spot. But then again, don't matter because we got to go over it with the paint yet. And then we'll go over it with another coat of, I can't see if we're in frame yet. Are we in frame? Yeah, we're in frame. Okay, we're in frame. Another coat of the Mod Podge I'm going for here. So you can see we got the Santa Claus all Mod Podge, right? So we'll put him over here in the vise to dry with his ice pick up his face. Yep. Okay. So now we can put our Mod Podge away because we already Mod Podged our little gnome here. I don't know. Could be a gnome, could be a hillbilly. Whatever you want it to be, it can be. Okay? Whatever you want it to be, it can be. Okay. So the first thing I like to paint when I'm painting, and I really don't like painting, but the first thing that I paint is the skin tone. Okay, you can see this is a very flat little guy here, right? Very shallow. Okay, because you only got one by one block of wood that you cut and you quartered it. Or no, you halved it. Quarter would be 4 pieces. You halved it. Okay, so we got we got a couple new paintbrushes here that we're trying out. I don't know if I like that. See how long that handle is? I don't know if I like that. I got a feeling I'll be poking myself in the nose with it. Okay, so we're gonna take the skin tone here. Just move my camera. I got the cord hanging in my way, and when I leaned on the table or bench, the cord pulled down on the camera. Beep. So make sure you guys are still in action here. There you go, right there. Beauty, beauty, eh? Now I know as long as I keep my guy in this area here, you'll see him. All right, so we got our flesh tone paint. I was hoping to have that Santa Mod Podged, and I was talking to my friend Jordy Johnson over at Carving Fusion, and he said, Rob, Mod Podge it. Show everybody how you seal it and everything. So I kind of waited to do that Mod Podge thing. Okay. Make sure you turn them around and round. Get all the spots. Don't matter if you get it down in the little grooves where the beard is. You're going to come back with your... Yeah, I didn't bother cutting all that out, doing all that either. Put a little on his lip here. Get his lip. Like I said, you're going to paint over that anyway, so it don't matter if you get a little... I don't even know that was in frame. Oh, Rob, you're terrible. Terrible, terrible. And you're rinsing out your brush before you even did his hands. Ah, oh, jeez Louise. Okay. Try to keep you guys right there. Okay. Just doing his hand. I mean, you can have him wearing gloves if you want to. You could put different colored gloves on them or whatever you want to do. It's your creation. Do as you will. That's what I say. Yep. Do as you will. And get underneath here, because this is a very, very thin carving, right? It's very thin. So that has got, get up underneath that here a little bit better. So that's got all of our skin tone done. And I don't care if it dries a little see-through, because I don't care. Gives it that old weathered look, you know, that us wood carvers love so well. Takes the new off of it, I guess. Okay, now we got paint. I'm going to go ahead and take the red, and I'm going to paint the heart. We're going to paint the heart. I have a little thinner brush here too. Or skinnier, I should say. So that I can come back and like under the heart and that. Where this brush might be a little too wide. See, I just got red on his pants. Don't matter. He's going to have black shoes and brown pants, I think. And the green, I think, is going to be for his hat. Yes. Okay. Looks like we got the heart is red. Now, had Santa been ready to go, I could have just run right through it. Red, you know, his hat red and beard white and blah, 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 yap, and you know how it goes. Oop. Got a little bit of red on his finger. And that's why I was telling you, we got the smaller brush here. So now I can just take the small brush and come back and touch that finger up. Yeah, touch the finger up. Get that little lip in there a little bit better. Okay, so that's what he's looking like so far. All right. So, let's go ahead and use our brown here. We did clean our brush between... I dipped it in the red again. Oh boy. What was I thinking? It don't matter. You know where brown pants came from, don't you? There was a captain. He had a ship. And they come up a little against a little merchant ship. And he got his pirates together, and they were going to rob the merchant ship. So he tells his cabin boy, "Bring me my red shirt." Cabin boy goes, "But Captain, why do you want your red shirt?" And the captain goes, "Well, in case I'm shot or stabbed, the men won't be able to see the blood because of the red shirt." Aha! Very smart. Keep the morale of the men up, right? They won't be able to see the blood. So a little while later, they're sailing along, and a bigger pirate ship pulls up next to them. And he tells his cabin boy, "Bring me my brown pants." You know, so his crew can't see that he just shit his pants because he's afraid. "Bring me my brown pants." I always like that joke. That makes me laugh. Okay. All right. So, shoot him across the room. And just throw him. Ow! He says, "Ouch." Okay. So, now it's getting hard to find a place to hold him because he's wet paint. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the green. And I'm going to paint his little hat green. Yeah. And we're going to have to use that thin brush. Remember that thin brush I showed y'all? we're going to have to use that thin brush to get up underneath the brim of the hat, if you're so inclined to want to get that technical with it. If you're so inclined. I tell you what, I'd rather be reclined right now. All right, so just the back don't matter because it don't have. Just doing it. If it was a keychain, you know it's a keychain, so you might as well go ahead and put color on the back of it. I think for I'm gonna do another one, but I'm gonna do the whole thing. So he's a full gnome for a keychain. I think this guy's gonna be hiccups again. Relocated to the refrigerator in the house. I think I'm going to put some magnets on them. I bought a box of magnets off Amazon. They're supposed to be a neodymium, I think it's called neodymium. Don't quote me on that, but I'm thinking it's neodymium, something like that. And I think I paid like $8 for 100 of them. Oh man, I touched the face. See, I can't hold him like that because he's wet up there. Run out of places. What I need is another ice pick. I could stick him in the back, right? Where was I? Oh yeah. No? Were we talking about magnets? I don't recall. Were we talking about magnets? Yeah. So I got a big box of these. I think it's like 100 of them. Or maybe 50. Neodymium magnets. Rare earth magnets. Strongest magnets on the planet. And I can put one or two of them on here in the back. And it'll hold him on the refrigerator or the hood of your car, wherever you want to put them, super duper tight. Remember when cars had metal dashboards? Okay, Rob, you're dating yourself. Well, actually, I'm predating myself because all the 50s, 30s, I'd say 89% of them, maybe even 98% of them had metal dashboards in them. And then in the 70s, they started putting padding on the top of them. But before that, back in the 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, I know I've had them all. All them cars all had metal dashboards in them. Unless somebody had got out the Masonite and decided to make a custom dashboard, which none of them I ever had that custom dashboard in them. Okay, so there he is. Ta-da! I'm going to have to let them dry a little bit before we go any further. Like I said, I'm running out of places to touch them or to hang on to them. All right, so I'll let them dry, and I'll be right back. All right, he should be dry enough now to finish painting. So let's go ahead and we did put them back on our. Doggone it! I thought I was going to be able to get away with the not doing the dreaded voiceover, but I realized that I had the TV on. Mix it with the white, and so we don't get demonetized for playing somebody else's stuff on our video. We had to do the dreaded voiceover on this section, which is okay because it allowed me to speed it up a little bit. Yep. Come around. So we got to speed it up a little bit. You can see the wood burning has added, and there he is, black shoes. Guys, black shoes. Some dark lines to his body, which I like. Get in there and get some of that stuff done. Sorry, guys. Where'd he go? Get the top of the what are you doing? I don't know. The ice pick just made it a little too. But we're gone for quite a while. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing here. A little too long to hold and show. I had to paint the top of the shoes, and I couldn't see it because here we're back. Ice pick is a little bit longer. You know, it's long. So I may have to get something. So you got the black on. Maybe get an awl. You know, it's like an ice pick, but it's a lot shorter. Get something like that to hold them.
Do across the back here.
So that I can hold them
just
in front of the
sake
camera.
Of,
like
carrying the color around.
So, don't worry.
Okay.
I just did the top of his shoes. You guys didn't miss nothing.
The water.
Nope. Yeah, rinse out the brush. And now we got the brown. We're going to touch the pants up a little bit. Remember, we got that red on over there. It doesn't want to cover that well. Yep.
Not going to get carried away with it, but
we'll just darken his pants up a little bit. I already told you guys the brown pants joke. So there's your dad joke.
That's oh, look at that. I got white on the
red.
red.
There's your dad joke.
How the heck did I do that? I bet I touched it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, got some white off his finger on the heart. We're going to have to put a little red.
Must have touched
White's one of the hardest colors to cover. Because
white is probably the hardest color to cover.
Anything. Maybe black. Well, black will turn it to gray, but maybe black would cover it. But then if you try painting over black, your paint's going to become real dark.
It is what it is, right?
Usually, if I'm going to like prime something, it depends on the shade of the color I want. Because if you prime it white, if you prime this whole, if you paint this whole guy white after you put the Mod Podge on him, the next layer of paint you put on it is going to be lighter. It's going to be lighter, yeah. That's like when I do the beard, I'll paint it all white, and then I'll come back and dry brush it with the black, while the white's still a little wet, and then we get a gray going, and we let that totally dry, and then we can come back
white to go ahead
with the white.
Give his beard some color, right?
Dry brush it with white, and it should pick up any high spots you got. Although this guy really don't have too many high spots because we sanded them pretty good. So that's where the spine brush comes in. You take it and dip it in the white.
All right.
Put a little water on it. Dab it off on your towel.
Oh.
Your paper towel. And go from there.
Give him a little white on his beard. Don't gotta be perfect. Believe me. Ooh, what's that? That would have made a mess. Looks like we got a little red in there somehow. Must have touched the beard. Must have touched the heart that we just painted red, right? I think you're farther ahead if you let it dry in between colors, maybe. Especially if you shake like me. There. Do the mustache. All right, so you getting the idea? Let me finish this up and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so there he is. And all I'll do is throw another coat of Mod Podge on. And I'll put a magnet right about there so you can hang on the refrigerator. And there you go, a gnome for Hearts Day, Valentine's Day. There he is. See, he's pretty shallow. In the video where we carved him, I told you that those little fingers were only going to be about a 32nd or a 64th over the heart, which they are. He's very thin. All right. Share, subscribe, and like. Do all the things that you do. Carve something. Carve every day if you can. And we will catch you. Catch you on the next one. All right.